And haha, I'll start things out here. We're rolling with Noah B. And
Welcome.
yeah,
Welcome to
man,
the
we're
world.
this is the podcast. We're live streaming this on Kick.com. That's the new thing, and we got it on. I usually got it like I got the OBS going, and then I post it on YouTube too. Today is
Nick Uncensored. I know
yeah
I've seen a
yeah
lot of
Kick.
like,
It's less censored than Twitch. It's like an alternative to Twitch, which is owned by Amazon.
yeah.
There's a lot less censorship on it, but it's all like it's a newer platform, so eventually they could become more strict on their point of view and like shut you down for shit. But I think right now at the time, what I learned was like I'm sorry, Twitch. Do you know about Twitch? You know what that is?
Yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend, she always would watch Twitch streamers in the past, but then they all came out in support of Kamala because they were being funded. They were being paid by Kamala. So they all came out as unprincipled like faggots. And then she stopped using that website because it was just everyone on there I've ever seen is just a propaganda mouthpiece person. Even in like for when you're playing video games, not even non-political, supposedly non-political accounts are totally funded by the Democrats on
Yeah.
Twitch.
Well, what I learned was that Twitch used to be kind of like Kick. They used to have less rules and they used to be more free speech. And then as time went on, and like they grew. They're bigger than Kick. They're bigger than anybody when it comes to live streaming. Twitch. That's what people know when they think of live streaming, gaming and stuff.
Yeah.
But like now they're more strict on that stuff. Like they like hate speech and that kind of shit. It's all that's what they say over there. It's like whatever the fuck hate speech is. Like I hate you.
Hate speech is just like it's speech that
uh,
a certain group of people, a very small group of people, and I will say it's smaller than the Jews. A lot of people want to single out the Jews as the number one problem in this world, the people that create all of the issues internationally in terms of pulling the strings on international affairs. It's not just the Jews, it's a diverse group of people. But Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, owner of Twitch. He's part of that club. People, Bill Gates, all these different various peoples worldwide. Uh, that's actually what the group of people that's against freedom of speech. It's
yeah,
not.
let's talk about that, man. I'm putting my phone down. Oh wait, hold up now. Just hang on. All right, let's see if I can, like. I was gonna stream this on X2 actually if I can. Probably gonna be
Yeah,
hard.
set up a space, or I don't know exactly how you do it
Space.
with
I'm gonna do this. All right, I can just have me. It won't be you, but
mine.
oh yeah, I guess I can do a spaces. Can you? Are you able? Yeah, I could do a spaces. I didn't think of that. Do you want to do a spaces at the same time? Is that fucking
Set it
hang
up. You can do it. Yeah, I told you
on.
initially to
We
do
don't
this.
even. Oh yeah, spaces. Got it. If
Yeah, it's funny how this whole
it
thing is
won't even
connected
work.
with.
It doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
think it's fine. Fuck
Yeah,
X. I mean, I like
I'll
X, but
post it. I'll post it there later. But the thing is, today is September 10th, 2025, dude. Let's get to the real shit. Like Charlie Kirk got shot today, man. He got shot in the fucking head. Like that's the dude. Yo, I don't know him. Like I rarely ever watched his shit, but I know what he stood for. And I know enough about him where I watched enough content, short videos or whatnot, like from here to there, just to see like especially when he was coming to Westchester University, I was planning to see him there with Vivek Bamswani or whatever, Ramaswamy Woomer. That's, but no, anyways, he didn't come with
yeah.
Vivek that day. You were there
Vivek,
with
yeah,
me,
the
yeah,
fucking
Vivek,
Indian guy was there.
yeah.
I like
Uh,
Charlie more than him.
that's who I was hoping to see as well as Charlie Kirk there. But now Charlie Kirk was shot today, and that is ridiculous. It's a pain, man. And God bless, God bless Charlie Kirk. Thank you, God, for Charlie
God bless
Kirk.
the good Christian man that he was. Honestly, in terms of American like politics, like people, especially like influencers that are active, he was probably one of the foremost like traditional Christian archetype kind of men. A family man who was a Christian, who just a conservative, who was part of that entire ethos in American politics, and that was he was assassinated today. That's a direct assault on Christian America and like Christian white America, and just whatever the hell that guy's ideology represented. Because I didn't agree with a lot of the things he talked about religiously. I'm not a Christian. I don't believe in religion in general. I think there's beliefs that you should have that are aligned with Christianity, with Jesus, but with Christianity itself and the entire idea of organized religion, I'm usually against that. But obviously, Charlie Kirk was a really good guy. He was like one of the best publicly present people, especially younger people in American politics today. And he was just assassinated by what is most likely some type of left wing terrorist. That's nuts.
Yeah, he seemed like from what I saw from him, he kind of like he went to different universities and he talked to a lot of his main goal was to talk to students, younger people, because like he's a young guy and like if you think about it, there's only a few young guys that are well known within like the freedom fighting for freedom that are big, and he was one of them. And like he would go to the universities and he would kind of I think from what I understand like make some statements and ask some questions, but then have people come up and they would argue with him, or either argue with him, agree with him, or like so is it a free speech? Basically,
Debate.
what he was doing was what we're doing right now. He was doing a podcast, but his podcast was live in person, and people could come up and talk to him in person on his podcast live, like where there was an audience of real people. That's the big difference being like between what we're doing right now and what he's doing is he's doing it live with people. That's the only difference. That's
People would just
what it
be
was.
coming in. Like it'd
Yeah.
be like right now, I just someone walks in the door and we're like, all right, now it's your turn, and then it's your opinion, and you would just do that shit
Hmm.
all over the country with the intent of creating discourse and talking with the other side and actually trying to bridge the gap between left and right and conservative, like capitalist and liberal, socialist, communist, both sides of the alley. And they killed him. You're like, no, we don't want to talk to you. That's what the left did.
Well,
It will say at the same
yeah.
time, no, listen, it also might not just be the left. It could be
Yeah.
a rogue um, faction of a various intelligence agency like the CIA or the FBI or um, NSA. Probably not the NSA. Probably not the FBI. If you had any, if I had to guess, it's probably glow niggers. If any of them, like glow in the dark CIA niggers, to quote Terry Davis, one of the greatest men ever born. But CIA, like splinter cell faction, random kind of people like that. There's a lot of people I'm pretty sure that are still alive to this day, at least that have been in the past, that are just like part of these rogue organizations of the U.S. government, and their explicit purpose is to target American citizens. That's why some people that commit mass killings or just random murders, like the guy that just killed Irina, whatever the hell her last name, Zarutska, or the Ukrainian girl who was just murdered, throat slit. Again, funny that they shot her and they got her in the throat too, and then it's
Yeah, two throat things in a row. But anyways, regardless of that, there's that's to be determined, all that kind of thing. Charlie Kirk was
Yeah,
like a great dude. I just feel like he was a good person, like fighting for American free speech and like standing up for what he believed in, regardless of if it was right or wrong. He spoke it out loud, and that's what it really came down to. Is like, and yeah, I respect that. I can't. It's like all those people were there to see him. All those people at that thing today. Where what was the university? What was it?
Utah.
Utah
Some type.
University of Utah.
I don't know if it was University of Utah or just another one in Utah, but it was in Utah.
Yeah, all those people were there to see him in person because they thought he was worth seeing in person. They took the time out of their day to go see him because he's bringing value and entertainment to a lot of people. And that's regardless, some people were there to argue with him. Some people were there to talk to him and just say hello to him. But it was like even the people that were there to purposely argue with him were there to see him and to have that experience and to see if they could persuade. He gave people who had opinions that were different than his the opportunity to say them out loud. So, you could have something that was like completely different than his opinion, say it out loud, and then the whole audience hears it and they can say, oh, wait, Charlie Kirk's wrong. This person's right. But like he allowed, it wasn't like shut up. Like it wasn't like censorship when you went up and talked to him. You could say what you wanted to say, which was like, that's the great thing, I think, about what he was doing. And was he there alone today? Do you know? Was he like with another
No, it was a
person?
bunch of people.
I
It
mean,
was a
it's
bunch of people.
who were talking. I'm talking about in terms of his show because it was like
Oh, okay.
the what's the name of the show? It's the Turning Point, right? The Turning
Turning
Point.
Point USA is his
USA.
organization.
Yeah.
And he does the Charlie Kirk show, I guess, which was a podcast. But yeah, Turning Point USA. It's funny too. You mentioned that. Isn't that the funny name? Turning Point USA. And you think about what this, in my opinion, represents for American politics and just kind of the discourse between left and right in like right now, and right it's happening narrative wise over the whole country. You have people, this one side of the political aisle that is actively targeting the leadership of the other side. Trump, Charlie Kirk, Steve Scalise, judges, various other like people in power. Isn't that crazy? You have the left is openly trying to kill us. The right isn't trying to do that to them. Like there's no right wing terrorists. Do those ever exist? It's awful, and it's something that needs to change because everything that he stood for, Charlie Kirk, in terms of like good moral Christian values, that's the opposite of that. It's an assault on a very core aspect of American identity, and that's why it's so fucked.
Yep. I mean, I remember, man. You were there with me at the Westchester University thing to see both Charlie Kirk and Vivek came. We didn't see him, but that was still like even then, like there was a lot of people that showed up, and like we're that's like it's like a Democrat area, It's a place that's like supposed to be
Yeah,
like it's and all those people showed up, and it's like, yeah,
we
man,
went
this
to his
guy.
event. You're right.
I was there. I got to
Oh,
kind of see the audience of what he could do
yeah,
in a Democrat area, bringing that big audience. There was he was a huge audience to see
huge,
them.
hundreds and hundreds
Yeah,
and hundreds
maybe he made the right choice not to come
of
that day
thousands.
because maybe somebody was trying to murk him that day right back when he was trying to. He's a Trump supporter, obviously, and so am I. And he didn't show up that day, so maybe he kind of was like, "Damn, there's some fucking people out to get me. I'm better not." Who knows? Like,
Who
I don't know.
knows, man?
I think there was something. I think there was actually something that went
I would not
on
be
that in his
surprised.
life
I'm
or
firmly
something.
of
But
the Yeah,
it's
I'm firmly of the position that all of these kind of targeted killings, in fact, all of them, if not most, like the vast majority, are actually intelligence operations. by rogue factions of the U.S. government, and the things that were special access programs that you put you in some weird spook group back 10, 15 years ago under Obama, like sleeper cells. They're like sleeper cells from intelligence agencies that have been operating totally without any supervision from Congress or the executive branch or the judiciary or the congressional, just like these government organizations that are totally, they do their own thing. And it's, where do you think your tax dollars go? That's where all the, like, it's hilarious to me too when you see online about what people's understanding is of the entire
Right.
situation. The people that are like involved with killing him, with Charlie, are the same people that are involved with suppressing knowledge about UFOs, and are the same people involved with the banking system, the central banking system, and also the defense like, it's all, there's a whole, I these people, this group, this hostile group to mankind, they're lashing out. They're trying to kill people that are involved, that are against them. That's the biggest thing. When you see Charlie Kirk get his neck blown out, fucking bleeds out like basically right away. Like, who knows if, I don't know, like, dude was like, I
Oh
saw
man.
people on X saying he was surviving, and then Trump was like, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. But
To
it's
see
not.
that to see that today, as somebody who uses X, I got the X hat on. Like I'm seriously a big fan of X and everything, the free speech platform. And to see that today, and like the video that comes out where you can see him getting hit right in the neck up close. They got all the different angles because everybody's watching them with the whole time. Even when we were at Westchester University, people got their phones up. They're just like videotape. So all these cameras, you can see it from all the different angles, and it's different than back in the day when there was only you turn on the news and you see what they show, and they don't even show that shit because they just keep it silent. Now it's all out there. It's like a big, to see that, it affects you. It affects me differently to see it where I knew when he got hit, when I saw the first video, which was like not the close up even. I was like, I knew his chances of living. It's like, yeah,
Very low.
could be
Yeah.
slow. Yeah, yeah. And people on X were like making some. I had to walk away for a minute from the internet. I was doing other things today, so it was like I come back hours later, and it's like, yeah, he's done for. He got all the posts from even Donald J. Trump himself. Made a
JT
video, a
just went
video on it.
out. Oh, yeah. No, notice this? This is the second thing you've seen. There was a video too. They've released more, like with the other girl, the Ukrainian girl. You're uh, this is psychological warfare that's being directly. When do you usually see in, like, mainstream media, or not even mainstream media, but like in, like, very popular on social media, people of videos of people getting hit by the algorithm, like, of like, so, like, it's, we'll definitely see it on X because that's where a lot of this stuff gets posted first. But people are just getting killed, and videos of it are being posted and then shown to hundreds of millions of people very quickly. This hasn't really happened that much. Close up videos of people dying. You notice that with the Ukrainian girl, and then now Charlie. In less than a week, what, a week, 2 weeks? There's these two things that are, there's, it's not good. It's whatever the fuck is going on here. There's probably some subtext to it that that I don't like. But
Here I
yeah,
was
that's,
having I was having a pretty good week so far. Besides until today, I was having a great week, man. Like
yeah,
there's this thing in the Phillies. Like if you watch you might have seen it. I know you're like, I'm a big baseball fan, so I actually saw the game and it happened. It was like this Phillies baseball Karen, and yeah, she did you hear about the baseball Phillies Karen yet?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just those bitches, man. The problem is too boomers. there's most of the boomer generation, they're like, at least in our country, they're politically retarded, and in other ways also retarded from constant television intake, and then also neurotoxins, just eating poorly and just living. So you have a large portion of the electorate that are in that age bracket, like born between like I think like 45 and 64 ish, like right after World War II until about 1964, that nowadays are just retarded, and they all vote left. Initially, the reason why I thought about this, did you see that where they announced that the shooter was this random boomer when
Okay.
Charlie just got killed? Did you see that, the picture? It was like
I'm
this old
laughing.
guy.
I'm laughing because what you're saying. I brought up the baseball Karen, and it went into all of this. But yeah, it's I mean, yeah, I get you. Okay, you switched from baseball Karen back to the so like, are you talking about the guy that was at that shot Charlie Kirk today?
But he wasn't. They actually haven't
Yeah,
found
that's
him.
what I was gonna say. Is the older man that I saw like something like they changed it? I don't know the whole story to it, and
No one
how
knew
can
what the fuck was going.
hopefully they find the guy. But is the guy are you gonna learn any? Hopefully, that's like whoever did it, whatever did it, it was an act of evil, and it could be for
Terror. It's
it
active
could
terror.
be whoever did it had a plan, and they were not like stupid. They were like they knew what they were doing. To be able to pull something like that off, they had to have known some way to, because like even when we went to Westchester University, shit, my one headphone died. But even when we went to Westchester University to see them, they had a good amount of security watching the area. So it's not like this was like something that was like easy to do to get to these people who are protected. Even Donald J. Trump likes the show, or like all of the shit that's going on and everything. Is like, it's these guys. Whoever did it was doing bad things, and like they thought ahead of time. I think, I guess, I would assume. But yeah, that's
Yeah, I think so.
I'm getting a little too excited
But I
here
think the
about this
boomer
shit.
thing, this is why you were talking about the boomer, the boomer woman, the
Oh
Karen.
yeah, at the Karen,
And
yeah,
that's why
man.
I got him
That's
back into this,
that's
because
really
I
what
was
I
like,
was getting.
yeah, it's because the original guy, they said it was like some old guy who was like a boomer, and I was real pissed. I was like, wow, this old man just killed, but then it's not even him. So it's like, who knows? It's probably something. It's spooky. But the boomer thing it's a problem in our country because our economy has basically been geared to make money for old people and people with way more assets. Not even just way more. It's actually specifically geared towards older people, specifically the modern economy, to benefit them and not to benefit young people. And that's what has led to a lot of resentment too in online communities and stuff, because our economy is kind of broken in a lot of different ways worldwide. Like the entire fiat economy system is fucked up, and it's not really allowing young people to have families and have houses and just be happy and live in like ideal environments for themselves. So in some ways, I was really pissed when I saw the old guy, but then now it's probably just like I said, like glow in the dark CIA niggers. So I guess this is banned now. That word, right? It's a quote. I think it could have just been some random libtard who wanted to like. It could have even been a fall guy. It's very weird how that happened. How they caught him and then they did, and then they didn't, and then they did, but they didn't again. It's not actually the same guy. Like there's clearly some type of operation. In my opinion, there's something. It's spooky. Like there's a whole thing. It's not. Yeah, with the black vest, like looking in all black, just like yeah, exactly. So there's something, whatever the hell. This is what you expect. You think that Ryan Ruth or the little the fucking like autismo faggot that actually shot Trump in the ear? Like, do you think either of those acted alone? No. There's been a conspiracy. There are kill teams. There's like hit teams, assassination teams that operate in this country that are not in control of by the leadership of our intelligence agencies. Look at Donald Trump. He almost got shot in the head, and the guy had multiple phones on him. Multiple phones? Who's just random? Like, he's these all these people. This is just the latest thing. Whoever the fuck it is, they got away with it this time. That's pretty. You know why? It's because their security, his security was not good enough. They didn't have sniper teams. He probably thought he could do that in this country and just get away with it. But you would literally need to do that kind of shit out in the open with actual security. You need counter sniper teams and really good ones. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I guess he did. It's really a shame for his family. That's like the worst thing. Dude's like, what, 31? He's not even. How old are you, man? I'm 26, man. Dude, I'm fucking 26, so I'm thinking he's 5 years older than me. Not a big difference. Most of my friends have been around that age. So just like that have children too. I know one of my friends has two kids and is a couple. So it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, they're just going after people like us, man. What the hell? Probably. Yeah, it's because he was from. There's lots of reasons, but it's also I said I was talking about he's from our generation. He's like one of the foremost political, like, influential people from our generation. And usually the people that they try and kill are a lot older. You notice political assassinations, it's older people. But this shit, it's like it's a direct attack on young people too. He was the influential thought for young people, going to all these universities, talking to all these people like in that are even younger, like teenagers, like young people. So like, and that's direct assault on us, even you and I, and then people young too. They're just trying to murk us. It's a whole direct attack, dude. It's a whole thing. Yeah, that's all right. I agree. I'm in the same position as you. It's where I didn't. I mean, I've seen, like you said, I've seen clips of him many times. Agree with some things, disagree with others, but it's a clear his cultural impact and his character, and like you could see, dude, like tells like his multiple like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. I just like try and be a positive role model for the rest of my country and raise my family and like just like yeah, it's terrible, but that's what happens when you're in a battle of good versus evil, light versus dark. That's what America is in right now, and honestly, the world in general. It's good versus evil, like light versus dark, angels versus demons, good aliens versus bad aliens. Mainly just like really like retarded evil people versus normal humans that have morals and are like normally good. There's a very small contingent of Earth that would see people like Charlie Kirk really want to die and also have the means to really kill them and really like commit this shit. Most people don't do this. Even the retarded like people that have bad viewpoints, like so many. Like I was talking about this with my other friend that there's a large portion of our country that has very hostile views to a large other portion of this country, and in some cases we want to see them dead. But very few of them have the balls to do it and have the balls to actually execute a murder or an assassination or some type of either violent act or just like any type of violence. But they might talk about it online. There's a lot of people that have the viewpoints of hating the right, hating Christians, hating Jews, hating lots of different groups. But few of them have the balls to do it. The ones that usually have the balls to do it are either crazy or it's some like fucking glow in the dark CIA nigger, specifically glow in the dark CIA nigger. It's those kind of people. It's not usually, not always the CIA, but there's all these people in the government, not Trump's government, but they operate. These people have operated, and it's also just organizations like NGOs. When you see all these mass shootings, all these crazy people that are, it's the same thing. You see all this violence in the world. My opinion in America is that most of the violence we see is not organic. Most of the crazy people that commit mass shootings, for example, and
Oh fuck.
talking,
Ah.
he was talking about gender shootings when he was killed, right before he was shot, was the why transgenders kill and commit shootings and why there's so many of them. It's because a lot of those people are directly influenced to do so online and remotely via technology
You still
and
hear
with
me?
drugs.
You still hear me?
Yeah,
Alright. Word. My
he
headphones
would
died.
talk.
Word.
The whole thing. It's the tranny shooter cabal is really pissed. That's why he was shot. I would bet it.
He's against that shit, and he's one of the most vocal forces against the youth. The tranny shooter cabal. There's a whole thing, I bet, with that. Who knows? Like, it's likely. Why wouldn't it be? Usually things get all like they don't.
Do you think that this could be like something where some of these people, like for example, you were talking about the Ukrainian shooter stabber, it stabbed the girl in the head, the Ukrainian girl in the head, that guy.
Yeah.
So what I saw on X was that he's now, I don't know what's true, if it's really is true what I saw or not, but he said he was implanted with a chip, and the chip was made him do this thing. So do you think that that's something that happens where they implant chips into people to make them kill people, or do you think that he's just like a mental illness? What?
Well, the technology has already existed for decades. Computer did there's this whole idea that yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I think they probably did that to him or something happened. And not necessarily computers either. It could just be induced schizophrenia. It could be computers. They could have put something computer wise, but it's not necessarily. You have the ability to do that to people and to make them think certain things remotely. This has existed. MK Ultra. It's literally textbook MK Ultra kind of shit. Project Monarch, all this stuff, trauma-based mind control. You can implant ideas into people's minds through various stimuli. That could be trauma, torture, like psychedelic drugs, lots of psychedelic drugs and mind control kind of shit. It could be computers. It could be any combination of this shit. This has been going on for decades. Nothing new. You're seeing it really come up in it's becoming a cultural problem. Like these past two people, at least the way I look at it, maybe because we're on X all the time and we don't really pay attention to what people. I go on X for my news like every day. So like when I'm gonna get updates about things, you see also like the subtext, like your own bias behind like the people that I follow. But it just feels like these two killings, these two people, it's like the national vibe has shifted to where it's like, oh fuck, like it's like war, like the left is trying to kill us, and just crazy people, and society is breaking down. People are getting killed. You feel that too? It's something I felt over the past week, especially with today. 2 weeks.
I felt this way for a long time, actually, more so than this was like this is just like another thing that happened that could or could not have been politically related. It could one of these or two of these, one or both, could have been non-politically related, and they could just be something that happened. For some reason. Well, they could. You can call things political and you can call things not political. Like, for example, if you're talking about transvestites, trannies, or whatever the fuck you call them, it's like maybe that could be a reason that this person did it. And it's like, is that considered a political thing? I don't think so. I think that's just considered common sense. Like, you're not a fucking woman if you're fucking born with a dick. It's like, it's super simple. Yeah. So
yeah.
What it comes down to is like, regardless of who did it, it's like tomorrow being 9/11, never forget, World Twin Towers went down again. Regardless of why they went down, who did it, all of that, people were killed, like good people that were there working, that thought they were doing good things. It's like 2 days in a row now. And I was already thinking about that today ahead of time before this happened to Charlie Kirk, and now I've got this and that to think about, and it's a fucking a double hit on me right now. That's what it is. It's like, man, but I'm still thinking positively, and like I want to be a positive influence in the future towards things we're doing the pod here. Just free speech, like, I don't know if I agree with everything you said or not, but it doesn't matter. Is that you can say whatever the fuck you want here. You can just say it out loud. Like, go for it, man. It's really woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
All what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, usually it's honestly in my experience with this kind of shit, at least I don't know who the hell. It could just be crazy people that are not being influenced by others. But usually when this kind of crazy shit happens where good people get killed or random people and you see it nationally publicized and it just like becomes a whole thing, there's usually some type of motive behind it. It's not random. And that's like school shootings. All this, all these kind of mass casualty events, or just casualty events where very like well-known important people die in very public settings. It's not random. There's direct intent to create these kind of situations to advance certain narratives. Sometimes just to scare people, also to take away guns. Because you know that the entire left has now talked about immediately, as soon as this happened, we need to take your guns. There needs gun control, gun control. It's their it's like another like you have gun control, gun control.
Yeah.
That's what they.
Yeah. You can already see that from the left today if you're paying attention to what's going on next. It's like the people who are commenting, especially on CNN, some pretty negative shit about oh yeah, he was just like the fact that one dude said he was like, yeah, this dude's excited. It was just one of the fans like shooting their gun because they were thrilled to be there. You know, like, you fucking kidding me? No, that's not what happened. Like, no, what brought that to your fucking head, dude? What brought that to your mouth to say? Was it something you read off the prompter, or was it something that came up in your mind? And why is your mind coming up with this idea if that's actually something? What caused your mind to do this? And there's nothing I can do to help you at this point. You're screwed. You're done for, CNN. Your crap is done for. Your fake news, all of that. We all know. Everybody knows. Even the people that watch your shit. You're fake, and like nobody even watches you. That's why your views are way down, and that includes all of you. MSNBC, fuck, all that crap is complete. Even Fox News is gone down, but like there's still some good out. There's Jesse Waters. Jesse Waters is good. I like that dude. He's a good dude. But I mean, like some of the people, it's gone to shit. All the news channels, man, all this crap that they're saying on there about Charlie Kirk today, who lost his life tragically, and then they're going to be bringing up stuff like, oh yeah, it was just some fan that got excited or was just happy shooting his gun. No, that's not what happened. This dude got shot in the neck. You don't like in the fucking point right there in the neck. No, that's not just some random person. What is this? Like, who does this? What is this? What is this?
These people are our enemies. This is what you need to be in the mindset of. These people are our enemies. They're literally the enemies of America. The media are the enemy of the people. Trump has been saying this for a while. They're literally actively trying to destroy our country and destroy the consciousness of America. So they need their licenses revoked. That's the next step. They need the media for fermenting this, because I bet you that, and also people that influence people on social media, but both those things, they need to be shut down entirely. The propaganda machine, which by and large, influences people to have these radical viewpoints where they think they need to kill Charlie Kirk or kill Donald Trump or kill any type of like right-wing voice because they disagree with them. That shouldn't exist as a company. If a company is telling millions of people that the people in power are fascist Nazis because you disagree with them on certain immigration policy and you believe in upholding the law. But if you're a Nazi, then if you believe in that, you have laws in a country, you're just like, it pisses me off, man. These people shouldn't exist as companies. The entire media organization, CNN, ABC, MSNBC, Fox, whatever the other fucking ones are, the BBC, the entire worldwide media like all of them, it's a massive racket. they're criminal organizations.
Well, I yeah, they can keep doing their thing, but nobody's gonna watch them. They can keep being free, using their free speech. If they want to be like who they are and like be that if they just want to make up shit and make fake news, that's fine. Nobody's gonna watch them. Nobody does watch them. There's less people than ever watching them. But like, this is where it's at.
No, for me,
What we're doing right here, this is it. This is the shit. This is the best. This is like the best shit right here, man. Like, fuck everybody else. We'll say what we want here, and who doesn't want us like saying shit? It's like here we are. There, just do it.
I'd love to. I love to like hop on one of these like large podcasts or just go talk to somebody and argue my very like unique world point. You know how I view the world, like how I think things work, and to go argue this in depth with like Joe Rogan or one of these other motherfuckers, because I would not relent. I'd be like, I would explain to them in depth how it all works, and they'd just be like, "Are you insane?" or like, "Do you just know something I don't?" Did the whole way this whole thing's going on, like, I totally get what's going on. What you're basically seeing the control structure that has existed on Earth for over 10,000 years slowly being backed into a corner. And the more that happens, the more they lash out, the more bad things happen on Earth. And it's the same group of people that I know. They come from certain star systems. They
Yeah,
come, they're alien. You go tie it back into the alien thing, because this whole thing too, when you think about people that are trying to kill our great thought leaders like Charlie Kirk, like Donald Trump, they're the enemies of them and you and I and any good human being. And that's been what the problem has been on Earth for a long time, is various uh, alien human kind of looking motherfuckers that have influenced policy and control of various governments and empires and entire societies for the past like 11,000, 12,000 years. So that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with aliens. It goes back up to aliens. It doesn't stop at like weird CIA, like Splinter Cell fucking weird motherfuckers. No, it's aliens. Bad aliens. But the good ones are more powerful. There you go. X. Or is this on X? No, this is on Kick. If anyone's watching this, the good guys are in control, ultimately. It's just unfortunately there's a lot of casualties on the way.
Oh man, yeah. Donald J. Trump is president. It's so great, man. I think the future is bright for America because he became president and he was actually he actually you know he should have been president from 2020 to 2024 because he actually won that shit and it was rigged. But like
First,
yeah, so
it,
now
I think it's good. Well, it's not good, but
yeah
in some ways now it's actually good he lost,
yeah
because
it's
it,
thought yeah
he's had greater cultural impact now than if he had in 2020 to 2024. It's
yeah
way more what he's doing now for
mm-hmm,
American culture and world culture and world economy and trade and
mm-hmm,
like he's the most like powerful man on earth by a
yeah.
significant margin, and it's a very strong force for good. So for Earth, that's really important.
Yeah, I kind of think the same way. It could have been a good thing that he had off those 4 years and he let things happen how they did, and then now he's come back. It's kind of cool too because a lot of presidents in our past, the ones that did 2 terms, they did them back to back, whereas he's one of the few, one of the few or the only. What is it? You would know this. Is there other presidents?
Few, three, yeah. There was another guy in the late 19th century that did it. I forget their names. I think there was two or three, maybe three different presidents that did two on like non consecutive terms. But yeah, it's very rare, and I think it's good. I don't trust any of these other motherfuckers. There's all these people on the right now that are like that love Putin or think that being on the side of Russia and China and like we should be on their side, but the respective leaders, it's not great. You're not dealing with the best when it comes to Russia or China or India or all these other places. Like, Trump is one of the few actual good guys of the entire world. There's a few others, like in terms of world leaders. You got like Viktor Orban. Um, who else? It's hard to think about people good presidents. I don't actually know many. It's a guy in Slovakia, Fico. It's hard to think about any good government leader.
Yeah, where do you think this thing's heading with Charlie Kirk? Do you think they're gonna find the guy that actually got him, or do you think they're gonna make something up? Like, how do you think this is gonna roll out from here on
Well, they
with
bet
the
shitty fucking intelligence failure. If you have like the most powerful fucking robots, AI in the world, and you have all of the advanced technology that you
uh,
should have as the U.S., you better be able to find this guy. Like, enact the panopticon and
uh,
turn it on him, and then throw him into a black bag, and then haul him off to fucking like wherever. like no, like it's not They better be able to find him. I think they will,
and
and
like,
they should execute him.
and the guy
And
that
he
did
used to be.
it, and the guy that did it, he might have been like you said, he might have been in some operation, but like, do they even tell the guy what? Like, it's like it's probably so intense, like how it all works. Who knows? It doesn't even. I can't even like come down to. It doesn't matter how it happened. The fact is that it happened. That's the truth of it. But it's kind of the same thing with like 9/11. Oh, 9/11 coming up. It's like the truth of it is that it happened. We don't know. Like we can't tell the 100% truth. It's like there's no way to just say. You can read all these different things and learn all these different things, but it's like there might have been something more to the story, but the fact is that it happened, and that's the bad thing about it, kind of. So, fuck it.
Yeah, it's also this again happened on the day before 9/11. It was this was the coincidences like that don't happen. We don't live. Coincidences very rarely do happen. People will say that there's no coincidences, whatever. But they do happen, just very rarely. This is not one of those. This is definitely planned. They saw it, and there was a kill team that went to go kill him, and they did. And now that's part of American history. You think about it, like it's not they knew what they were doing, but who knows what it is? I don't know. Could be glowies, could just be crazy schizo, who was commanded by demons. That's the other thing. People do lots of drugs and they get possessed by demons. That's a whole thing that can happen too with people that commit
mass shootings. Many of the people that have committed mass shootings over the past 5 years, 10 years, have complained of being possessed by demons. And that's not fake. That's not just schizophrenia. That's an actual thing that can happen spiritually with a person. Another consciousness, like an astral parasite, a lower level organism that doesn't actually manifest itself physically, can take control of your mind through repeated drug abuse or degenerate behavior, low vibrational behavior. And that's another thing that can happen. So who knows what it was? It could be, like I said, it could be federal agencies like split, like what do they call them? Remnant
Yeah,
factions.
yo, keep going on that thought. I'll be right back in like a minute.
Okay. Well, yeah, remnant factions. They could be that, or it could also just be demons, or it could be sustained psychosis from drug abuse. I've dealt with these people before. The various glow in the dark individuals, basement dwelling, cigar smoking fuckers. I've dealt with all you fuckers, so I know how you operate. Like, and this is a telltale sign. The thing going on now, but it's to be expected. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, there is something wrong with it, but there's nothing wrong with it that this is happening. This is expected to happen. If it wasn't happening, we'd probably be even worse shit and we'd be dead already. So it's all going in the same direction. Streaming on Discord. The tranny thing. Tranny app. I entered your domain, niggers. Chadwick. You're on the tranny app. Look, you're on the tranny app. Say hello. No one's there.
Stop!
Hey.
Don't come out. Stop.
Yo, no.
Yo.
Let's see if this headphones works. My headphones were dying. I was trying to get them charged.
Oh, you got remote ones? Yo, those fry your brain.
Two different headsets. This one, I'm gonna have to like restart the whole thing. It's just easier to talk on the headphones. It's not. I'm gonna have to just restart
on the remote
Discord
like
real
Bluetooth
quick.
bad for you.
Oh wait. Oh, hello. Test.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you. You hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, word. Nice. This works. Ha. Nice.
3, 6, 9. If you only understood the importance of 3, 6, and 9.
Hey, so man, yeah. Where are you at? You in Florida right now?
Florida.
Nice. I'm in Pennsylvania, and it's getting to be like kind of cool out here.
Is it cold now?
No, it's not cold.
Man.
No, it's not cold. It's just cool. It's like perfect. It's actually like the best time of the year to be in Pennsylvania is like the fall right now. You're missing out. It's fantastic weather. Yeah. But the days are getting shorter and the mornings are getting shorter too, so that's the downside. As somebody who was waking up early in the mornings and like staying up late into the nights when it was sunny out and you could actually see. But yeah, it's chilling.
That's why I left there. I don't like that. The days haven't shortened here. Like I think they shortened less than half as much as they do. I saw a chart where the difference in days from the beginning of September to the end of September, or the difference in like daylight time, is like half that here as it is in Pennsylvania. So we just got more daylight, man. It's the sunshine state.
Nice. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they call it that. So it's nice and shiny. I like it. I recommend moving here. Don't live in Pennsylvania forever, man. Pennsylvania is like
I'll tell you
it's
what.
only good for
This past couple weeks, there's these things called European hornets. They're like this big. They're these bees. I got stung by like four times. Like one in my hand, one in each foot, and like one in the back. They come out at nighttime. Like that's how they work. They're like attracted to light and shit. So I was fucking with one of them and like messing with one of them with like a leaf because like I heard they were really docile and they don't mess with you. So I was like, I'm kind of interested in these things. I'm gonna go mess with it. And that's the first time I got stung. I walked like away. I was probably like 20 feet away, and all of a sudden, bzz, boom, right in the got me. And I was like, My whole foot for like 3 days, just puffed up, itchy. It was pain for the first like day, and it was like, damn, that's horrible. And then like they just keep attacking you from there on out. It's like I think they're dying out finally, but they're like this big, man. They're the most painful bee in Pennsylvania. It's like the number one painful thing to get stung by. It's like number two on the like a two on the category list, because there's worse bees. Like the worst ones I learned were in Japan. They got these killer hornets, and those things are like the number one worst thing to get stung by. But that was good. I got stung 4 times, and my hand is the worst because like I play sports with my right hand, and I got stung like right here, and my whole hand like puffed up like really big for days. Like my knuckles, you can see like I'm a skinny dude. Like my knuckles, you can see them all now, but they were so puffed up you couldn't even see my knuckles anymore. Um, yeah, it's just like that's what's going on in PA, man. You're missing out on the good times here. You're missing out. I
I'm
can't.
actually really glad I'm not there because I don't want to be stung by that. I've never been stung by a bee or a hornet. I only touched a bee sting one time when I was a kid. So I have a pretty good relationship with those guys. That sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, I've got stung by a lot of hornets and stuff, and there's yellow
Do you
jackets.
fuck with?
No, the yellow jackets. The one time I was working a job, I used to work at this job, and I was doing cell phone tower service. So I would go around to the different cell phone towers with this device, and I would have to read off the desk. Like I would go around this big cell phone tower. There's three: alpha, beta, gamma, and I would have to like send the codes to this company, like the codes that I was getting. And I had at one point the cell phone tower was back in like this high density, like high grass area, and all these yellow jackets attacked me at once while I was getting the codes for this company. So that was a good time. Getting stung by like 10 of those things. But
Oh man, it was painful. How was it?
yeah, it was a good time. Good time. Man, that job was wild. I had to go to some pretty crazy places. I was in New Jersey. What's like the worst part of New Jersey?
Camden?
Yeah, that's where I was. Camden. Camden. You knew it right off the bat. Yeah, that's where I was. I was Camden. You go to the streets, man. There, one corner is full of like a gang, like just chilling on the street. It is like I was walking around getting these codes for this company. I was like fucking. What was I like? 20 years old. I don't know. It's like when you're 20, you think you're older than you are sometimes because like I could have got her. I like the things that I did for work back then. I was getting paid good for the job. It was like this weird ass job I got from this dude. It was like sketch kind of a little bit, but I was like the place where the company was held was like in this warehouse building where I would meet up with the owner. He gave me like this pretty expensive device to do this thing, and it was like a warehouse, but it was like empty. It was like the weirdest thing out in the middle of nowhere, and like I don't know, I would go around and just get codes for these people. I didn't know what I was doing. I got codes for them, alpha, gamma, beta, at the different cell phone towers. Who knows what I was doing and like what I was up to? I didn't know. I was just like I got they showed me how to get the codes, and I was like in all these sketchy places, like
What did it look like? What was the device?
it was like
Describe.
a giant like if you ever seen like one of those scanners where you scan items at a store, but it was like also a giant cell phone, like a giant smartphone device. This is back in like 2000, like I don't know, it's wild, 10 years ago or so, even more than that. But anyways, I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories with myself here and say what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing work, getting paid money. I got paid in the
Wow.
mail. Yeah, I got paid checks, and it was wild, and I had to go off into these places. The jobs that I've done in my life, man. People don't even know. People don't even know. But
Yeah.
what is there? Was I doing something weird? Does that sound weird to you? What I was doing with the getting codes. I don't know. It was like to
I
keep.
want to know,
Uh,
or as someone technically minded, I want to know what the codes were and what device you were using, and then I could know if you were like doing some weird odd job for like the mafia or
well,
agencies, or you're just like working for some company. It's just weird that you didn't work for like the company that actually I don't know. Like it
well,
just sounds like you did
it's
work.
basically I drove to this place. It was kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and this is where I met the guys that were the owners. They were like, "There's this empty warehouse building," and I went in there, and it's like the two of them, this empty warehouse type jaunt, and they were like, "Yo, here's this device," and I went with this one dude, and we just went. Yeah, it's like you know what a cell phone tower looks like, right? It's like yeah, so I just went around in a circle to each area, one, two, three, alpha, beta, gamma, and I put in these codes into the device, like long codes, or like, well, they get the device gave me the codes, and I would write them down on a piece of paper, and then tell the people what the codes were, and that was it. And I think at the time I thought it was to keep to keep cell phones to keep smartphones have service. Like I was providing helping them provide service, for big maybe like Verizon, who knows, Verizon, AT&T, and all that, like to make sure they're all working. And then I would also have to call the police every time. I would say, "Hi, police. I would have to actually call 911 every time I did this job, and I would say, "Hi, this is a non-emergency phone call." And I forget what exactly. It was so long ago, but I would have to tell them like uh the codes or something, like the codes that I got off the device, and like try to talk to them. It was this whole
You
thing.
mean generic codes like
I don't
AB7G32? Like
remember. I don't remember exactly what they were, but they were codes like that. Yeah, they were long like digits and numbers and letters. I think if I remember right, something like that.
that's some intelligence. That's some weird like that's weird. That's not a normal job though. You don't usually get paid to just drive around and speak like Alpha 30, Alpha 319
Well,
2, Foxtrot
like I said,
Hotel.
I
Zulu.
called the police on my phone. I said this is a non-emergency phone call, and I gave them the
I get it.
code. And like they seemed to know what was going on, so like it's like they had dealt with it before. So like because
Yeah, but
I think they relayed something back to me, and then I confirmed it with them. Is like how it worked from what I remember. So it seemed pretty legit as far as I could tell. But it's like
it sounds cool, man. I mean,
yeah.
you got some weird glow. I did some shit like that before. Not that same thing, but different levels of weird shit. So I get it. I've had to do, yeah. I've dealt with the police and various organizations, but that's hilarious. You've never told me this, man. This is the funniest thing all day. It was a pretty shitty day, honestly, but that was hilarious what you just said. I believe you. I just think,
Yeah.
where can I get? Can you give me the guy's phone number?
No, that's a long time ago. I forgot how I lost the job. It's like something happened. I didn't do something right. Is something I don't even remember, but I just handed the device back to them, and then I left the company. Is Yeah, the guy I got the job through was he's a drug addict. So who knows what I was fucking doing? To be real with you, like, yeah, he's
I never know.
my boy. I don't know why I was connected to people who I was connected to, but I've been connected to some people who have been on stuff before, and like I don't know, he showed me this dude. It was like $20 an hour. It was a lot because I was working a retail job at the time for not less than $9 an hour. So it was like twice as much. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do this. I was like, heck yeah, let's go. And that's all that mattered to me was that I was making the extra $10 an hour at the time. So I did that whole thing. And I didn't know what I was doing. But hey, it could have been legit, right? It could have been. As far as we know.
It, legit. I mean, who cares Yeah, I think if anything, it's just some weird, like, undercover police or some strange thing they're doing with the codes. Like, and the fact there you're calling the police. There's something, yeah. There's something going on. That was some weird government thing.
Maybe.
Why would the police? Like, I don't know what that's weird.
I would say this is a
This,
non-emergency phone call is the first thing I would say, and then I would relay the numbers to them. I would say, I think I like told them maybe I told them who I was working for or something. I don't remember the whole what I did, but nothing. They always seem to know why I was calling when I called them. Like after I told them it was a non, they knew it was like something that was like normal to them. It wasn't like they freaked out or anything because I'm calling the police and like uh so I would assume like they never like questioned me that I remember like they never were like what is going on here like we weren't expecting this. It was like I think it was legit as far as I knew, but it's just like all that. It's just that was an interesting one.
that's for sure, man. Yeah, I've had to call. One time, a guy had a gun. I knew, and I called the police on him because it was an unregistered firearm, and he was clearly a drug dealer. So I gave an anonymous tip to the police, and I gave a description, and I was like, "Yeah, this guy, I think he's selling like hard drugs too, like heroin or fentanyl, I guess, or whatever the fuck. It was like a while ago. It could have actually been heroin, but yeah, he showed me his unregistered firearm. Like you could see it was like they had no serial number.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was off. It was like an illegal gun, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I called the police right after I like left the place, and just gave a description, told him what kind of car he drives as an anonymous person, and I hung up. I was like, fuck this guy, man. These people shouldn't even be out in the street. Some random person I met at a house sometime.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what this person shot this guy in the head with? Because there's all Charlie Kirk going back to him. It's like there's some videos going around where there's like images of somebody up close with something, and then they were saying they heard from the shot it might have been like a rifle noise, and like they don't even know what the guy. I mean they must know because they can look at the bullet to find out, right? Like they can. You would
Yeah,
know more than me.
some guy on X, I think, or it was X or Blue Sky, one of them say that something's going to happen to Charlie Kirk tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, there was a post they like implied about tomorrow, and
Oh
it was a
shit.
post about Charlie,
Oh
and
geez,
it was a
man.
tranny.
Damn.
It was
So we know
could
like
have been
yeah, like our top agencies are probably looking into all of this. Like what is it? Like who would look into this? The FBI kind of pretty much like
an
is it
FBI, um, like the Department of Justice, like well that's the FBI, but yeah, ATF, FBI, other others, I'd imagine. I don't know all the agencies, but yeah, they're going to get to the bottom of it. Like I said, with the other, if it is some type of weird, remotely like remnant faction of a government agency, these people don't. They're totally. If it is even that, it also could be corporations. It could be non-state actors. It could be former government agents. It could be former military, former government agents that do shit like this. That's the problem. But yeah, our current law enforcement apparatus, at least the leadership, is pretty good. They'll find the guy. It might take a little bit. They're going to do a manhunt, but they're going to find him. It might be a shootout. It might be some crazy shit. And that's usually it's convenient when they can just kill him upon capture. Then they don't need to have to like have a trial or interrogate or
yeah.
whoever the hell. They can easily the people like say like with Trump. That was on purpose. Like the people in charge of the Secret Service that day were that was the whole conspiracy. The Trump assassinate where he got shot in the ear, that was an entire conspiracy. Coup attempt. Full like like assassination of a political opponent attempt. by the Biden administration by various intelligence assets during that administration. So, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a similar thing.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk, good dude, man. Doing good things. He's just a good person. He's somebody I could see like me and you, both of us. We could both like hang out with the guy and have a good conversation with him, and just like like a normal dude. That's just like isn't no such thing as normal, but like isn't like somebody who's like worth talking to and having a conversation with, because he'd be an interesting person to talk to.
In-depth conversation with too, that you could actually like get an intelligent person that's worth talking to. And you can see, I mean, obviously dude had a lot of conviction about what he believed in.
The guy was not an NPC. He was a real human, is what I'm saying. Like
main character.
Yeah, he's definitely a human being.
Yeah, that's another big problem. Some of these people that you see committing the shootings and killings and violence, cloned. No one wants to talk about it. Everyone's afraid. Trump's afraid. No one has the balls to just be like, there's clones. No one of any type, because it's like the no topic. People don't like it. It's too much for most people.
I've seen like years back how China was talking about making clones and stuff of people, and like this is like way back. So like imagine where they're at now if that's what they've been working on all this time.
Population. China's a lot. There's millions, hundreds of millions of clones in China. They have supposedly 8 billion. There's at least probably 500 million, if not billions, of clones in that country. They did that shit hardcore. That's the thing that's been going on with China for so long, is the whole clone menace and their intention to replace our politicians with clones. That's what the whole Biden thing was. Biden was a clone. Biden died a while ago. The whole Biden administration, you are dealing with a non-human, non-soul, no soul. Not like, they can't reincarnate, no spiritual self beyond just boop, 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 like robot, flesh pot. Biden was a clone.
Yeah, that's where we go with the free speech podcast. Is that it's like you can say this stuff. I don't know if I agree with it. Like I don't have proof. It's like whatever, dude. If you want to say it, you can say it. It's like it's.
Chadwick, you look it up. There are so many versions
Look it up.
of Biden where he looks.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I do. I can actually. I have looked that up and I've seen it. You're right. I've seen the different versions of him.
What's that?
Yeah,
like he literally his face. It's not like he has a.
Yeah, it's like there's like pieces of his skin that are moving that shouldn't be moving. Well, also could that be AI though? Like maybe I'm being tricked. I don't know. I don't know the truth.
But there are like White House. Why would the White House trick you into thinking he's a clone?
Yeah, some of them are from the White House. I think that I saw with him.
All of like literal photos.
His face made him weird.
It's like if my cheekbone moved from here to like here, or my chin got a cleft in it and then went away, or I was 3 inches taller, and then I wasn't.
But that doesn't mean that was his clone doing it. Because if it was his clone, if it was an actual clone, they wouldn't need to put on their face pieces. So it was just somebody. If it was somebody else, it was just somebody else wearing a face mask or something.
Multiple clones. There's multiple Biden clones. There's numerous. There's like more than 5. There's a variety of Biden clones. This has been the thing that's been going on with politicians in this country for ages. Massive human cloning. They have multiple different clones. That's why you see different ones. And sometimes the clones will fail, where they die. Because he was already old when he got cloned, and he died. So the clones, the DNA that they got is imperfect, and they're prone to failure. So say you have like 3 clones. One of your clones is doing like a whole thing where he has to like talk to world leaders, then he just dies. Literally dead. They have to replace the clone with another clone, and then he'll look different. until they can like adjust with plastic surgery or do some other shit to like make them look like more in line with whatever the hell, because they don't all come out of the test tube the same way. They get smudged, like they don't get they're not it's not
Well,
perfect. When you clone some DNA, the general appearance is the same, but there's different physical.
if this is all true, then there would also be Trump clones, and they would be using
No,
them
Trump is
for, and they would be using them on purpose for things like when he got shot. I don't know that I believe in clones. I don't know that I know you like to like have this like, oh yeah, it's a fact type of thing to your idealism here, but I don't know that I believe it 100%, but I do believe that it could be possible. It's like all you're doing is you're giving out your speech, and that's great. I don't know if I believe it or not, but regardless, it doesn't matter if I believe it. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. It's um yeah.
technology exists. Clone a sheep, which you can clone a human, and it was very convenient that all cloning research basically got shut down very shortly after Dolly the sheep was cloned back in the 90s, and they proved that cloning is possible. And the same technology, it works the exact same way for humans. There's no difference. You can do the same thing for a human or for any animal. It's not difficult. Like the technology is, you can grok it, like look it up, like have it like
Grok it?
give
Do you
you an
think
in-depth.
Is Grok gonna tell me the truth? Is Grok?
Yeah, I think actually
Do you
so.
think Grok tells the truth?
No, Grok is extremely biased, but AI LLMs, they only work as search engines, in my opinion. They're only in current state, they're only really good as using as an enhanced search engine. So if you're trying to learn objective information about scientific topics, AI is incredibly powerful at being able to format the information in a way that's more digestible and understandable for someone that's not like a biology professor, or someone that doesn't fully understand like all of the in-depth and advanced concepts that go into something like human cloning, or even like nuclear physics or quantum physics, or certain types, like any type of science or field. It's really good to learn that kind of stuff with the help of AI. So read about how it works, how cloning works, and you'll understand there's no impediment to doing it for humans. And obviously, if it's technologically possible, someone has done it. So
Mm.
it makes sense. And you see all these weird things happening. It's not just Biden. There's been the same kind of things happening with world leaders. You see weird differences in their facial structure. This has happened multiple times in technology. It makes sense. You have to like suspend
Yeah,
your
well, like
disbelief
when
for a second.
I'm a big person, I make a lot of AI images, and each time you make an AI image, it comes out a little different. So it's like if you're cloning people, it comes out a little different every time. It's kind of what you're saying. Ugh.
Exactly. That's my explanation for why Biden changed his appearance so many times. And his height, he gained like 4 inches one time, and then he went away the next day.
Oh wait, I didn't see this, but that's great. That's a good one. Uh,
All one day. So yeah, that's it's my explanation, and it's the truth. It is the truth. I know it is. So you don't have to believe it, but it is the truth. That's why that you see this happening. Trump is not a clone, though, and he has not been cloned because he's in control of the people against. He's in control of basically the world movement, the organization of people against cloning,
hmm.
against against
uh,
depopulation of mankind, and
yeah,
you know,
you get me there a little
communist.
bit. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Zim.
You
Oh,
get me there a
okay.
little
Well,
bit. You get me there a little bit on that thought. It's like, well, yeah, where do you like this information that you get? Whatever. I don't know where you get them. It's okay. You get it from where you get it. So like you get your information.
oh,
Listen to this one. You get your information about this cloning thing from a certain place, but so did this person that today shot Charlie Kirk. He got his information from a whole other place, a different place than you. His or her, could be her.
it's probably
That it's probably him, but it could be her. It's like I don't know. I would say it's him, probably him, but I just like I don't know. I think
Oh,
it just
they know.
tends to be a him rather than her in a lot of cases. It just tends to be like for some reason, but like this person, whoever did it, was getting their information from a different source than you get your information from, where they believed as much in what they believed in as you believe in much as what you believe in when it comes to cloning people. They believed that this person, Charlie Kirk, needed to get killed for whatever fucking reason they thought. It's like there's just it's information warfare, kind of like yeah, whether you like Alex Jones or not, he says it pretty often, and I don't listen to a lot of his stuff, but I know what he says. One thing that he says is we're in information warfare, and that's really what it is I think like the information that this person got caused this person to destroy Charlie Kirk's life today, and or yeah, whatever. It's just ridiculous. What information can do, what the media can do to your mind, including CNN. If you're only listening to CNN and you hear what their story of the story of Charlie Kirk was, where some guy was just getting excited and shot his gun off and hit Charlie Kirk and killed him, or whatever the other one was, like, oh, this guy deserved it because he was saying this and that or whatever. It's like, nah, it's just like but there's people, I'm like, nah, like, no, that's not possible. But then there's somebody on the other side, they're like, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, Charlie Kirk was a bad dude. CNN is right. CNN did, there is that person that exists, and that's the issue with the information war. So,
Yeah, don't let your mind get blown up by uh, psychological operations. A lot of people they get fucked in the head, and they have an inverted view of the world. That's their problem. They think good is bad and bad is good. That's what the core of this shit is. A lot of these people, why they commit acts like this, their entire worldview is inverted. They see it like the man we see, Charlie Kirk, and they think he's a Nazi. He's fucking a, extremist, like Hitler supporter, fascist, who wants to destroy our country. And what they think is a good country is chopping kids' dicks off and having a government that supports that and promotes it. That's what he was talking about when he got shot. The whole it's directly connected. That it's a there's two. They call it right for a reason. It's right. Left, it's left. It makes sense. It's right because it's right. It's obviously, if you have right-wing viewpoints, it's literally the right way to look at the universe. You're objectively correct on like God, like the light, like the good half.
That actually makes sense. That actually makes sense.
Right,
Like yeah, why would the right be the right? It's because they're right. Yeah, well, whatever. It's the right.
If you're left, you're just wrong. If you're left, you're going
dude. That's why. I guess that's why I say to everybody, I'm far right. I'm far right. Like I'm very far right. But there's some things that I'm left on. It's like saying I'm right about a lot of things, but I'm wrong about something. So it's like I'm right about a lot of things, but sometimes I'm left by accident. Yeah.
Yeah, that's no one's perfect. But that can honestly describe our whole political discourse. All these other people that are left and want to kill innocent people and destroy society and import infinity Indians and infinity Africans and like put trannies and clones and psychopaths into positions of power. All those guys, they're the enemy. They're not on our side, and they're also retarded. So that's unfortunately what happened with Charlie Kirk today. He went up against the retard industrial complex, the evil retard industrial complex, and he got killed for it.
Yeah, and then we look at what happened at the church recently, where the tranny shot up the church with the all that video and stuff that he put out. And it was a he. It was not a she. No, it was a
Well,
he.
sometimes
Yeah, he was not a she. It was obvious that he was he and not she. But
they
he
also had a thing. Oh
fuck.
yeah, remember
It was
that too.
like
There was a picture of writing in reverse Russian. They was like from
yeah, he wrote a lot of
their
Russian.
script.
Yeah, he wrote.
It was reverse Russian, and they had a picture of themselves looking in a mirror, and it was a demon, very obviously a demon. Ties back into my whole reason, big cause of transgenderism, and especially transgender shooters is demon possession. Big problem. You know, the Christians were right on that, the whole demon thing. Catholic priests are actually one of the most effective demon exorcisers there are on earth. Other cultures can do it, but for some reason, the Catholics, they're just really good at demon exorcism. Ask Mel Gibson; he would tell you.
It was interesting that he had so much written in Russian. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Because I took Russian for a semester in college, and like I know some of the
Yeah,
words like suka. It's like yeah, everyone like a lot of people
yeah.
know what suka means. It's like he wrote suka on one of his I forget, it was like a cartridge
Bitch,
or something. Yeah, it's like
bitch, you did not
yeah.
believe.
Yeah, if you were just like looking at
Yeah,
that, what the dude put down, and like I could relate, like he had like music and stuff that he was playing while he was doing his podcast the day before. It's like, yeah, man, this dude had something going on in his head because like I could have hung out with him and had a good time with him and taught him like taught him better or like at least given him a it's like he probably was so focused on the points of view that like he never heard our points of view. If he heard our points of view, he might have changed his thought or something. I don't know what it was, but it's like whatever causes this to happen needs to stop, and that's like
it's also, you know, it
it's
is too porn addiction. People that become trannies are very often porn addicts, and they become coomers, and they break their mind. It decays your brain when you just coom all the time, and then they also get groomed by intelligence operatives on Discord. There's a whole like Discord to
we're on Discord now, ladies and gentlemen.
gender to school shooter pipeline. Discord, we're on this right now. Yeah, you Discord fucking trannies. I know you. I see you. If you're watching me right now, motherfuckers, I see you right now. Um, but yeah, the Discord trannies. There's a definite Discord tranny. Normal person that becomes a Discord tranny becomes a tranny and then kills kids, or not necessarily kills kids, just kills themselves. Actually, it's very common too. They also commit suicide at a very high rate.
I was thinking that
They're
was more of
insane.
like I was thinking like Reddit's pretty bad, but I never even knew like
Ooh, that's
Disc.
a whole
I
other
never
thing.
knew
Yeah, don't even get
Discord.
me
I
started.
never knew this was going on Discord, man. This is new to
The
me, man.
Discord
Yeah, it's
tranny
just
thing.
chilling.
Yep, they're watching. They probably have like some weird admin power. They can like watch our stream without actually being in here.
Yeah,
They're in here.
that's what I
I
always
see you,
tell
fucking
my buddies who
type.
I do podcasts with and like people who I do podcasts with. I'm like, yo, just whatever you say here. I might not be recording, but somebody else might be. So just be careful if you say what you want to say. Like, yo, it's free speech, but yeah, say what you want to say, man. We're always being recorded. My life is a movie. I'm just like, the fact that Charlie Kirk was shot today and all of those cameras were on him at the same time. We're just living in a new reality in 2025 where people are always videoing with their camera and there's always somebody who can get the shot of like stuff going on at any given time in movement. Even if you don't realize someone's taking a video of you, that's like you're likely on video more often than you even notice just because there's cameras everywhere and stuff. So like yeah, it's I think we're living in like a new era of like less privacy than ever, and we're gonna keep getting less and less, especially with AI and everything. So yeah, man, it's
You
like
already have things recorded all the time. We haven't had privacy for a long time, dude. Like 15 years. As soon as everyone started carrying smartphones around, privacy went away. Like very shortly after that. There's been this idea that we're losing privacy, but the truth is you haven't had it for the entire like modern computer age.
yeah, because the smartphone I got it's the camera and the audio on it. Keep it in my pocket.
So I got. Bro, wait, hold up. I gotta go to bed. Hannah wants to go to bed. I just good conversation though, man. I like talking about this shit and not caring. And just being like, yeah, this is the truth. At least this is
Karen.
my truth.
You're not Karen.
Truth, but...
Not Karen? Yeah, you said Karen again. Yeah, bring it back to the Phillies, Karen Phillies. But yeah, it's
fucking Karens.
But yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on and talking about Charlie Kirk tonight. And I'm gonna do a DJ session when you shut off. I'm gonna keep this going. I'm doing a DJ session for Charlie Kirk, so tune in, man. I'm on Kick. I posted the Kick live stream on X. So if you want to find it, just click on the link, and I'll be going with this DJ session for a while.
All right, man.
Peace out.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah, for Charlie Kirk.
Charlie,
Peace out.
I swear to God, the people that did this, they need to be brought to justice in a very quick manner. I really hate one thing. Last thing I want to say is that I really hate how slow the American justice system works. If you kill someone in cold blood like that, especially as a political assassination of a well-loved American icon, you need to be put to death very quickly.
Well,
you can't put it off for ages. You catch them, quick trial, execution. That's what our Constitution and our laws guarantee.
There's that, and there's also the wood chipper. I like the wood chipper.
Well, you can do that too. I mean, that's a personal preference.
Yeah,
that depends on the execution, but.
Yeah, I like people always bring up the wood chipper when it comes to like child rape. I'm like, yeah, I'm all for it. Let's go. I think the same thing needs to happen for some of these people. Like whoever shot Charlie Kirk today, wood chipper would be something that I think.
Wood chipper, pedophiles, yeah, like human traffickers and rapists. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's that. There's the wood chipper. There's also just the delete button, and then just get rid of them permanently. But they're afraid of that. They're very afraid. That's what there's a lot of people on Earth today, man. A lot of dark ass people that they recognize that they kind of are fucked, and that's their entire way of existing. Their entire viewpoints is a dead end for them, and they're lashing out. That's what you're going to be seeing over the next couple of years. This is just the beginning. Unfortunately, I foresee a lot of stuff politically, political violence, a lot of things over the next couple of years. As you see lightning over the next couple of years with Trump's presidency. It's not going to stop with this. There's going to be more of these people lashing out because you're dealing with a hostile. It's a lot of them are communists.
Yeah, we're at a war. Like I think Trump is right when he says that the enemy within is actually pretty bad thing, and that's what we're dealing with right now.
Yep, that's what you're dealing with right now. That's the enemy within. It's people killing Charlie Kirk. It's people trying to kill Trump. It's the people committing mass shootings. It's the people that are going to be doing things that are going to be worse or similar, or you're dealing with the enemy in our country that. They're an enemy of mankind. So they're not really happy about the situation, but they've got they're not really things aren't going too well for them.
Well,
there's really no.
I'll tell you, I am a Christian and I'm praying for Charlie Kirk, man. I do believe in God and Jesus, and I believe that praying does do the righteous thing. Even if whether you're a true believer or not, you can pray to God and it'll actually do something. I actually believe that. So if you could pray to God tonight for Charlie Kirk and especially his family that's still here on Earth, he's got his wife and I think they have 1 or 2 kids. I don't know the full thing, but I know
yeah. I pray for his family. I mean, I personally believe that at the moment anyone dies, that you're instantaneously in heaven. And you're already I don't believe in, at least aside from the worst people, I don't believe in hell. I think hell is a silly concept. So I think anyone, especially like him, that dies is immediately in paradise. But unfortunately, his family are the ones that are left here.
Yeah, they're suffering right now.
They're the ones that actually suffer.
Yeah.
He probably, in my view of spirituality, he probably even chose this or even knew this and agreed to this kind of situation before he incarnated, and that this whole thing was like it's part of mankind's awakening process. But the really sad thing is his family, because he had an entire family, and they need our prayers. I think more than him. He's already dead. He's chilling. Like in all actuality, his soul is like, I understand. Like he's upset, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
his family is our prayers.
Yeah, imagine
He's
imagine
already
being able to
already dead.
do like a live podcast after you're dead, like just like, yo guys, it's like I'm here, like I just let you know, like I fucking did everything I could, and I got shot today, you know, like that's what happens when you're doing, yeah, that's where you know, like
He probably
it's
did,
life,
man.
it
He probably did a
stinks,
space
but
podcast.
I hope you all like keep
I'm not even
fighting.
joking.
Yeah, like he's basically like, I hope this woke you up, and I hope this all starts something, a movement to a positive thing. That's what I would imagine him kind of saying. So like, yeah,
I agree. I think that's what he is doing, in fact, because the soul's eternal. He's fine. His soul, the body is dead, but the soul's there, and it's aware of what's happening. It's totally aware, and he's probably like, well, now I can influence the situation from up here. You know, so it's I don't know. Some people would say that when you incarnate, well, yeah, when you incarnate, you choose predetermined deaths potentials. So he could have chosen this before he even incarnated on Earth. He was like, I'm going to die, and this is going to be this catalyst event that's going to really instill positive change on Earth. Maybe. I don't know. Also, I believe in randomness, too, so sometimes shit just happens. But
all
all
right,
right,
man.
man. Well,
Yeah, thanks for
Charlie,
joining the pod tonight, and yeah, man, I'm glad we did this. So we got shit going. Have a good evening, day, morning, night, whatever you're doing here. Afternoon.
it's
Peace.
12, so I'm about to go to sleep, man.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty late. I got stoned for the first time in like weeks tonight, so that's why I had a lot of energy. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. Oh man. All right, bro. Well, yeah, good talking to you, man.
Peace.
I hope the Discord trannies are shaking and shitting and pissing themselves, like flopping around like Hillary on the ground for this podcast tonight. And yeah, man. Good night.
All right,
Peace,
peace.
bro.
I'm gonna get this DJ set going. Come through.
All right. Come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if Discord is gonna like shut down on me here. With no off, sometimes it does, so I might have to reset things. But I'm gonna do a DJ set for Charlie Kirk tonight. Got my DJ system right here. I'm gonna take a minute break or two, where I just walk away and let people tune in or out, whatever you want to do, and come back. If I can get this on. Okay. Got to plug it in. So yeah, I'll be back in like a minute or two or 5 for our DJ set with you all. Until then, you can listen to this beat that it gives out. I gotta set it up right. Hang on a second. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to stop this stream and restart a new one to get this video going. So there'll be a new stream. Make sure you click on the new one when I restart it here.